Debenhams is operating 156 stores in UK and 83 international stores in 27 countries, and currently are signed agreements for 24 new international stores, and 50 are still in discussion. And as Dita mentioned, closest opening will be in Riga in April 11th. So with all these numbers, you can imagine how powerful buying power is actually behind this chain. And what the Debenhams has to do with designers and with fashion? Actually, Debenhams concept is design in every department, and Debenhams is cooperating with British designers. Currently, there are 35 British designer ranges in Debenhams stores. These brands, these designers are represented all around the world, and what is the most important, they are represented in all departments: women's, men's, children's, home, lingerie, and accessories. So it means that if you go to Debenhams, you can buy, for example, Jasper Conrad for yourself, for your husband, for your children, for your home. You can be fully equipped in Jasper Conrad if you like that designer. And first designer ranges at Debenhams were introduced just approximately 20 years ago. It was in 1993 when Debenhams ranged Bendelisi evening wear. And in autumn 1996, Jasper Conrad was launched as separate women's wear department. And actually Jasper is still now in Debenhams, so it is the sort of oldest, not in his age, but in the cooperation sense, the oldest designer for Debenhams. And so next slide. Sorry. I would like maybe to talk a little bit more about this concept, why cooperation with designers is interesting for retailer, why it is interesting for designer, and why it is interesting for the customer. So, because I believe this is very, very good concept where all the parties can get their benefits. And as I noticed also previous speakers told, the main thing is that everybody is doing the thing what he likes to do, what he knows how to do. Designers are designing, retailers are retailing, marketing that, and customers are buying that. So I believe Debenhams is the very successive story how to do that in the best way. So what are the benefits for the retailer for cooperation with designers is that it enables us to have unique inspirational product ranges just from the catwalks. It also acts as an indicator for the trends that can be successfully transferred into the core ranges afterwards. And designers give a difference from other retailers. The designers are giving sort of personal touch to the product, sort of interesting details, because retail is a detail, and working together with some hottest names, retailer can actually market themselves better. They can use actually designer names for better marketing of the retailer. So the benefit for the customer for this cooperation is that they know that they can buy some very well-known best fashion designers in the retail store for a very affordable price, and They can wear sort of designer clothes. They can be fashionable, and as I mentioned before, is that designer ranges can be bought in all departments. You can be fully Jasper or Bendelisi fan and represent him in all your family and all your home. So what makes designer product to be successful on the high street? Actually, there are three most important things. First is quality, second is design, and excellent value for the money. Because finally, for me, is not expensive and is not cheap products. There is a product for the price, but customer is ready to pay for that. And you can have fabulous dress for €1,000, and everybody wants to spend that €1,000, even if that is his last money, and he will not eat for a month. And you can have not very nice dress for €10, but nobody will buy that, even it's very cheap. So value for the money is the most important thing. And value for the money for designers is, because the idea is, if this is designer thing, that it is a little bit more expensive than core brand, but customer really needs to understand, why should I pay more for this product? So there should be some different fabrics, some better styling, some catwalk influence, or some additional details, some specific detail which particular designer have. Like, for example, we can say Ted Baker is very known with his how do you call it in English? But you understand me. Yeah, yeah. So these are small details what makes a particular designer to sell them products for the higher price than the core brand. But you really need to find your detail, and you really need to promote that and to make customer pay more for that. Yeah. So other thing what is important, that Debenhams concept is little bit different with a sort of designer concept stores, because designers are making special ranges for the Debenhams. You cannot buy these clothes nowhere else. You can buy this only in the store. And you can buy, as I mentioned, all these 175 stores in UK and 83 stores in international stores. They are giving very, very powerful purchase power, which means that they can be bought for very good cost price. All the costs are very, very effective. So we can make this designer product work for very, very good price. But the thing for the customer is that it is still designer. It is still designer, but I can pay for that, let's say 100 or 200 euros. I do not need to pay for that 1,000 for the dress which is right from the catwalk. So this makes this concept work. What I wanted to say for local designers, some maybe. I would not say even tips or some suggestions how you can make your products to be attractive for high street retailer. what is most important thing is that firstly you have to take care that your product, your brand is working locally. You have to really make your homework before you want to go somewhere out. And first thing is that you have to work as hard as possible to develop your brand awareness locally, because no one, no retailer, no one international store will take your products as from some unknown country in between Europe and Russia, and you really have to make your homework first. And second thing is that you have to, as I mentioned before, the example with Ted Baker, you have to really make this unique selling proposition or USP of your products, and you have to make them commercial. You have to understand what is your customer profile, for what customers are you making this product. Is that customers, I don't know, teenagers? That means that you will not try to sell them clothes for 200 or 300 euros, or is that customers which are maybe 35 plus, working ladies, high class ladies, and of course you can make them buy your products for 300 and more euros, but you really need to understand your customer profile, and you really need to understand what you can offer unique from others for your customers. And are your customers so many that you can produce these products for them? So for example, if you are selling some things for the ladies, which maybe, I don't know, which are 65 plus, let's say, yeah, and we know that in Latvia, for example, those ladies usually are not ladies in the stores at all, so forget about that, yeah. So you will not sell your product to nowhere, and your business will be bankrupt after 3 months, yeah. And fourth thing, as I mentioned also before, is your pricing. Is that, as I said, there is no cheap and there is no expensive products, but you really have to know you really have to know and understand what the customer will buy that particular product for that particular price. And all these things actually is Debenhams offering for their designers to help them to do the ranges within these frames. They are helping with especially with the pricing. They are helping with the building customer profiles. So designers really need just to design, and they do not need to think about anything else. And I wanted to give also some good examples with cooperation with international designers, just to show that it is impossible. So in India, Debenhams have cooperated with Indian fashion designer Manish Arora and Narendra Kumar, and they are actually quite known, well-known designers, which have been doing ranges for Debenhams in their India stores, and they work very successfully. And for Estonia and Latvia, we are cooperating with Davids, which ranges are also will be sold in our stores, and of course Debenhams is looking forward to expand this concept. And actually I also saw in the first presentation some names of designers which are arranged in Debenhams under name edition, where Debenhams is arranging new designers, trying to also to help them, and also trying to find new designers which can be then afterwards ranged in all departments, which can then afterwards come as a main Debenhams designers. So that's all for me. Thank you.